So everyone that is involved with these projects here are very dedicated to learning about the environment and being able to take that knowledge and use it in everyday life and be able to make an impact on the various things that we're doing. So these classes are year-long classes and they take lots of time to study and learn about the environment, but they also give us opportunities to go outside and use that knowledge to make an impact.
So one of the things that we were able to do through this program, as well as the salmon toss, was dissect the salmon. This gives us the ability to put our hands on the salmon. We want to be able to understand how they're made, what they do for the environment, and just being able to get hands-on, make that connection through us as students, as well as expose us to the anatomy of the salmon, kind of what parts make up the salmon, and understand this animal. Another one of the things was Solve had helped us provide the dissection gear for the salmon to protect kind of our ability to do this and actually get this experience, providing us with the knowledge of what we're doing and how important it is.
One of the things that we did while on this trip was that we went on a native species walk, and what this walk did for me was that it helped me learn that not every plant that's green is good for the environment. I learned that there's native species, plant species, and then there's also invasive ones, which can really undermine the whole ecology of that environment. So some of the things we discussed were how to differentiate between different native species. Here we see salmonberry and also sword fern, but we also learned how really exactly invasive species can really impact what the community is going to look like.
We've learned by doing this, and I think each one of us came away with something different that we learned, so we're just going to do a little quick snippet about what we learned. I personally, by being able to go on the trip and then go to the water education day, I was able to see the importance of teaching little kids about it at a younger age, as well as the different careers that go along with being able to go on this trip and then that education aspect of it.
One of the biggest things that I took away from this project and this field trip is that everything in the environment is interconnected, and everything relies on each other to have a successful growth and just a life in the environment. And the salmon became that one thing that we could picture and realize that impacted everything around it. It shows us that even though there's something small, they can still have a large impact, and we need to care for every part of the environment, not just the big ones that we like or the things that we think look pretty.
One of the things that I've learned from this trip is that even though we learned what salmon was and what a keystone species was, we also learned what we could do with that knowledge. That with that knowledge also comes a responsibility for ourselves and for the environment, and also for our future. So by applying that knowledge and going on this trip, I really learned that we could really use this knowledge in order to take care of the environment, and it's our responsibility to do so as well.
One of the things that I took away from this project and these projects is education and the ability to convey the importance of what we do, as well as give that to other people. Education, without education of these salmon projects, of all the environmental, you do not get the public, the other people out there to get connected with this. Without them being connected, we're just a small group, and in a huge world, everyone who knows about these projects is a huge help. Even no matter how small they are, how small a project is, it's still helping no matter what.